Surprise. Were you expecting our intro here? Mwaha! Gotcha.
Gotcha, bitch.
Psych. We're just coming on here to let you know we're enjoying some time with our family right now for the holidays.
Yes.
But we still wanted to come and bring you something really, well, actually, most of our listeners' favorite episode. We're revisiting Hooked by Emily McIntire.
So enjoy it this week, the summary.
Yes. Have fun listening to these girls make fun of me.
Yeah. You're in for a treat.
Enjoy again our Hooked episode.
Hi, everyone. It's Sunny.
It's Rachel.
And it's Rocks. And this is
Literature on the Rocks.
How the heck are you ladies?
Good.
I'm great. Yeah. How's everyone's week?
Good.
Anything
Fabulous.
exciting happen?
Yes.
Ooh, tell 'em.
Tell.
Yes. Through my day job.
Okay.
My day job is a corporate sponsor for Think Together. And Think Together's a free after-school program for underserved communities. They do literacy, math, and STEM. And they collect all these books throughout the year. And so we were book doctors for an hour at work.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so we cleaned the books and blacked out dedications inside, taped the pages up, made sure they were ready for the next
I
kid.
love that.
Yeah, and they had bookmarks, and you got to write notes and slide them in the books for the kids that were getting them.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, so I spent an hour doing that this week, and that was...
What kids get it? Where do they go?
They're in underserved communities. A lot of the Inland Empire, there's some up north, but majority
You're
of
doing
their-
mostly for Southern California, or is it all over the country?
What we did this week was just servicing Southern California.
Okay.
for the
That's
kids.
cool.
That's so cool.
That is really cool.
I love that.
I like it. What was there any good books you saw?
No.
There's kids' books.
Most of it, well, they do TK to 12th.
Oh, okay.
But all the books that I was getting, they were mostly like kindergarten to first grade type of books.
Yeah.
But they were cute.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I like
That is
that.
so cool. Do you
That
guys
is
do
really
that
cool.
every year?
They donate every year, but this was the first year we did something in-house management to participate in.
Oh,
So that was fun.
yeah, that's
I
nice.
enjoyed it.
That is
I
nice.
like that. I might steal the idea
Do
for
it.
my day job.
Oh.
Yeah. Think Together needs people.
Yeah.
We need to help the children.
I was going to say we don't do anything at my day job, but we do have a nonprofit that's called Lights for Literacy.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
I love this.
We don't do a lot of hands-on stuff. We help with the fundraising sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's cool. That's a cool idea. I
Yeah,
like
it's
it.
a cool
Good
idea.
job, day job. I don't
When
think we've
I
ever
go
talked
back to
about what
work.
our day jobs are, like what our professions are.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do, Sunny?
I am a marketing director for a company that manages shopping centers on the West Coast. And so I do events at those shopping centers. We do social media. We do websites, all the things.
All the
Marketing.
things.
And you, Roxanne?
Oh, I am an HR manager for an aerospace company. So we make like small parts for GPSs and airplanes and rockets and things. But I just do the HR side. I'm not the cool engineering side.
I tried to help out with some of the marketing there. And yeah, it's really hard to write a blog about
About the pieces that
Yeah.
we make. Yeah.
I'm like, they're small.
They have antennas.
Exactly.
Send and receive signals. Yeah.
Work with lots of smart people.
Tell me about it.
And what about you, Rachel?
I have a weird job. I'm a kind of like a project manager, but not. I work on the distribution side of retail, and I'm the go-between between the merchants who purchase things for this organization and the distribution centers.
Love it.
But we all want to be full-time podcasters.
Yes.
so-
Yes. Making the dream come true.
That's right.
One book at a time.
Aw.
Oh, we're so cute.
Let's get to it.
Yeah, so welcome to Literature on the Rocks. This book we read, Hooked,
Hooked.
by Emily McIntire.
McIntire.
I'm not reading that, so is that right? Did I get it
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I did.
It's the Never After book series.
Mm-hmm.
And this book is Peter Pan-esque. I won't say themed, but esque.
Let's talk about that really
Yeah,
quick.
I really wanted to because
Come on now.
Okay, going into this book, first of all, Rachel had read it and she was like, you should read Hooked. And I was like, okay. And I didn't know very much about it at all, except it was called Hooked. So likely it was Peter Pan themed.
yes.
No.
No.
Disagree.
And it says on the cover, Hooked, a never after novel.
Still disagree.
So we do not talk a lot about these books. We really try to
No.
save our conversations for this podcast.
Yes.
However, Rox does a background on like a short little background on the author, and she will do like a little bit of a summary of the book. And one of the girls who read the book that I've been talking to about the podcast, a friend of mine, she was like, I read it, I loved it. We were talking about it, but she mentioned like, how did the author get away with writing like this story of Peter Pan in such a weird way? Like, did Disney have any licensing issues? And so I thought that's a good question for her to like deep dive. And so we were in this like conversation. I'm like, I just have one question. This is something I suggest. And Rox was like,
Mind blown.
Actually, the words you used are, did we read the same book?
yes.
I was genuinely concerned that I was like 300 pages into a book that maybe was the wrong one.
Yeah, she was like, wait, it's Peter Pan?
First
I
of
didn't
all,
get that at all.
I did not get Peter Pan vibes from this book.
How?
Just because it's
You
called
guys-
Hooked doesn't mean
there
that
are
it has
so
anything.
many things.
No.
And so then we start
Names,
going down the
just names. That's all it has.
No, it does not.
That's all it has.
Oh,
that
we're
is
about-
even remotely close.
We
to
are
Peter
about
Pan.
to blow the fucking lid off of this right now. Because,
No.
yes.
No.
Okay, even if it was just names, Shmi is not very common a name, okay?
First, wait. In my defense, I can't remember the last time I watched Peter Pan to even connect the two.
Okay. His name is Peter, right?
There's a lot of people named Peter in this world.
Listen. Do you remember what his street name was when he was a low-level drug dealer?
No.
It was
Pan.
Pan.
It was fucking Pan.
Okay, but I'm not connecting Peter Pan. I'm just reading like, oh, his name is Pan.
I
Wow,
can't.
that's
We
weird.
need to,
If
once
there
we
is
talk through this
anybody-
book, because I have sweet baby Jesus.
If there is anybody out there who is siding with Rox and like, no, I walked into this totally blind
Yeah.
and didn't know that it was about Peter Pan, she needs your help. Please
Tell me that I'm
And
not the
for
only
shame.
one.
For shame.
You know what? I stand by it, and I'm gonna be confident about it. Okay.
I hope your confidence is crushed with that by the end of this, because there are so many things.
I have also told
shall see.
so many people about this conversation we had, and all of them in like crying, laughing, like, how is that even possible?
Because
if it was going into just looking like, okay, I could give you Hooked, maybe doesn't.
no,
Even the book cover gives me.
no.
Yes. You didn't
clock
think
tower?
the first. Wait till we get into it,
Okay.
because I do have
We're gonna
notes.
pin in it. Put a pin in it.
Oh, you guys are gonna be giving me so much,
So
shit.
much shit.
Oh,
For-
this
no,
is
wait,
gonna be a
for the
shit
actual
smutty.
notes of what this book actually gave me. That was not Peter Pan.
Oh, I
Because
can't
It
wait.
gave me
That
vibes
was
of
the other
something
thing.
completely else.
I was thinking, I don't even know how, if she liked the book, because part of the fun of it for me was the Disney aspect
Yeah.
of it. Was like
I got no
recognizing.
Disney.
I
No-
can't
no
wait to
Disney.
hear what you have to say about it. I am so
no.
excited. I have not been so excited to get into a book yet.
You know what? And at this point, I am just going to take my resident antagonist title and I'm going to run with it at this
Yeah,
point.
right.
But it was a good book.
It was a good book, but I did not get Disney,
Oh.
Peter Pan.
Okay,
None
not
of that,
just.
so
I
here
wouldn't
we
say
go.
Disney, but for sure,
It's not
Peter
Disney.
Pan.
It's not
No
Disney.
way.
It's not Disney
definitely
at
not
all.
Disney's version of Peter Pan in any way since, which is how, going back to that question, I think they got away with
Right,
using a lot of it,
because
right?
they don't use trademark things. They never say Peter Pan. They call him Peter, and his name was Pan.
And the book is nothing about Peter Pan. It's not the story.
It's a fractured fairy tale, so she used elements of it.
I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on these
I
elements.
can't wait.
I can't wait. To
Because
hear
I can't
this.
wait to
Sweet
tell
baby
ya.
Jesus, I'm not.
Okay.
I don't understand.
All right, here we go. Emily McIntire is 35 years young.
That's
and she's married with 2 children. According to her bio website, she was a stage 4 breast cancer survivor.
Oh wow!
I know, amazing, right? Spends her free time spending time with her family
As she
and
should.
reading a book, obviously, and redecorating her home, which I thought was an interesting tidbit. I don't know if I would use redecorating my home as my like
What I do on my free
describer.
time or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel
okay.
like every time I get downtime, my bedroom is done. But I was like, you know what? Would I spice this room up a bit? And now I'm gonna redo my bedroom.
Oh,
Move this over 4 feet and it will change the whole space.
But I don't think that would have been my go-to.
No.
Like who I am. But definitely when I have free time, like if I know I'm going to be home for a month, I'm going to paint some shit.
Oh,
She's
alright.
very active on social media. So if you're a fan of her books, definitely go follow her. Don't have her handles or anything, but just search for her
Emily
name and
McIntire?
she'll pop up.
Yes.
But yeah, so check her out. She does talk about her, because I think she was still going through maybe some like
Residual like chemo or like
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But I think this year she didn't have to. She's definitely free of it. Or
Yeah.
I think. This is not
let's hope so.
fact
Yeah.
check, but she does talk
Yes.
about it on her social media, and she's a good follow.
Yeah. And then last thing about her, she describes her books as steamy, slow burners that question morals.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Her books are Hooked, which came out in 2021, Scarred came out in 2022, Wretched also came out in 2022, Twisted came out in 2023, Crossed 2023, and Hexed came out in 2024.
I have read now Hooked, Scarred, Twisted. I think Scarred was possibly my favorite. Hooked is really good though. Twisted was my least favorite. I'm very excited to read Hexed. I haven't read it yet.
I only read Scarred and Hooked, and I did enjoy Hooked more than Scarred.
So then I don't need to
You
read
didn't read
Scarred.
Wretched?
I started to read Wretched. I think I'm like 4 chapters in.
Not your jam.
No, I can read it. I think I paused because I wanted to read because I had read Hooked and Scarred back to back.
Yeah.
And then I started Wretched, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I need a steam break. I need to step out of the sauna. So you're ready to tell us the synopsis?
Yes, the synopsis with no spoilers.
No spoilers.
I
Yes.
do my best to make sure there's none of those in there.
Excellent.
Hooked is a dark romance novel. It centers around a dark, tormented character named James Barry, who is grappling with themes of obsession, trauma, and redemption. The story explores his past and deep emotional scars. He navigates this life of danger and intrigue, and he encounters Wendy Michaels, who captivates him from the moment he sees her. But Wendy challenges everything he thought he knew.
That was good.
Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun.
I think that's a great summary. I also want to add trigger warnings.
Trigger warnings, lots of them.
I feel like this is actually a much lighter book than the other books we've read so far, but there's still definitely some trigger warnings. What we got?
Yeah.
Torture.
Torture, violence, abuse, substance abuse. There's a lot of drug use in it, kidnapping, sexual content. If you're reading it.
Sexual.
Oh yeah, there's murder.
Oh yeah, the murder.
Murder.
I like how we say that. Like, oh yeah, It
murder.
throws the murder.
Yeah,
It's definitely in the dark underbelly. Of
it's a
the
dark
world.
romance.
Yes.
and there's both dark and romance in
And
it.
maybe some of the not coerced sexual activity, but definitely more aggressive sexual activity.
Yeah,
Not- there's no rape, but
It's
not
a bit
nec-
aggressive.
yeah.
there's sexual content.
I have notes on that, so we'll talk about it.
Okay, excellent.
I'm just so excited for Rox to tell us about this book that she read. Because
That is apparently different than what-
book than what I read.
Clearly, it's not the same book.
Okay, let's talk about the drink. So we are calling today's drink
Pixie Lust.
Ooh la la. Some of the things we wanted it to include was we liked the red for
Blood.
blood,
And murder.
murder. And it's also a little bit lustful and passionate. And
Yes. Sexy little drink.
yeah, we did. That was really most of the things we wanted.
Actually.
We did want it to be rum because
Pirates.
my original thought was like maybe a Captain Morgan, but any sort of like dark rum. So our drink today is 2 ounces of dark rum, 1 ounce of Chambord, which is a raspberry liqueur, a 1/2 ounce fresh lime juice, a 1/2 ounce simple syrup, a splash or 2 of pomegranate juice, and some muddled raspberries. So let's get those drinks.
And a fun fact about these drinks is because this is our very first dirty, smutty book, our ice.
We got dick ice. Definitely check our socials so you can check it out. But we do have a
Sorry, Mom.
Moving forward, this will have spoilers. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to talk all about it.
yes.
All right.
All right,
Okay,
cheers.
let's-
Cheers.
Oh man. All right, let's taste this drink.
Okay, let's try it.
Oh, hold
I'm
on, here
so
we go.
excited.
It's rum heavy.
It is rum heavy, but that is delicious.
It's actually not bad.
No, it's good.
I'm gonna need some snacks though.
Yeah. It's a
Oh,
I was
that's
choking.
tasty.
That's
I
already
like
good.
it.
I
It's
like
a good
it.
one. We
It's
definitely
warm.
Is it the
Oh, it warms your soul.
Yeah.
makes your
warms
heart
your
warm?
inners.
Definitely
What
my
is-
inners.
Chambord?
Chambord. Chambord.
I feel like that's what I'm tasting.
Dump,
Yeah,
dump.
and there's only 1 ounce of that to the 2 ounces of rum, but I do think it's good.
Is it like syrupy when it pours in? Because I feel
It
like
didn't
that's
look
what I'm
syrupy
getting.
when we were making it.
It's
but
red.
it does.
It's for sure like
well,
a reddish.
There
Fabulous.
is simple syrup in here, though, so it might be.
Oh,
Maybe.
there's a little bit of simple
This
syrup.
is good. I
Did I
like
say
it.
that?
I like
yeah, I
it.
did. Yeah, me too. I'm into it. I'll definitely drink these again.
Pixie Lust for the win.
I'm sorry, sidebar. Find like good Halloween books to read for October or whatever when we
Yeah.
start going live in October.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a good whodunit.
Ooh.
Or like a horror book.
horror.
Because I've never. well, Pretty Girls was kind of like a horror
I
book.
was gonna
Pretty
say, I don't
Girls
think I've
was
read a
good,
horror
too.
book.
I mean, it was
either.
dark. It was definitely
It was dark, but it wasn't like
good.
a horror book.
I did read a book called Theme Music, I think is what it's called. That was like the first book I read getting into it, and I was, damn, I went hard. Anyways, it is a horror book, but it's actually pretty good. But it's, I think Pretty Girls was better because this one is very gruesome. And
Pretty Girls
I
was
don't.
pretty gruesome. Well, if our itty bitty litty community has some recommendations for Halloween themed books, some
Yeah.
horror books, then they should send them and we can read them together.
Agreed. That'd be great. Okay, so let's get into our chumpies. So
Yeah.
first chumpy is going to be the prologue, chapters 1 through 8.
Wait, can
Yeah.
I just say
Oh,
something
yeah. Uh-huh.
before we get into it?
Yes.
There is a playlist that the author writes
Yes.
at the beginning of the book. I'm
Yes.
glad you're excited for it.
I don't think I had it. I should say this is the
read it.
first audiobook
There you
I've
go.
ever done. And again, Rachel was like, you should read it. It's good. And I was like, it's not on Apple Books. I'm going to get the audiobook. And when I told Rachel, the only clue I got to anything about this book was, oh, that's an interesting thing to listen to. When I say I was in the car turning down the volume, like, oh my God, which we will get to more to that. But yeah.
Question. Did it have these songs?
No, that's what I was going
In
to
the
say was
book.
I didn't have that.
Was it playing in the background, I wonder?
No,
And you didn't read the
music?
fucking author's note either, did you?
Hold on. Let me
I
look.
didn't have an author's note.
Okay, but the playlist, so each of these books, she has a playlist in
Yeah.
the front of them
That's really cool.
that kind of leads you into the book.
Okay.
The first song is called Lost Boy by Ruth B.
Do you know who the Lost Boys are?
No.
Control by Halsey, Heathens by 21 Pilots, Bad Romance by Lady Gaga, Bury a Friend by
Love
Billie
that song.
Eilish, Blood Water,
Which one?
Grandson, Bury a Friend.
Yeah.
or Bad Romance.
I like Billie Eilish.
In the Shadows by Amy Stroop. Look What You Made Me Do by Taylor Swift. Ocean's Blue by Billie Eilish. Lifetime by Justin Bieber. And then the fucking author's note says, Hooked is a dark contemporary romance and it's adult fractured fairy tale. It is not a fantasy or a retelling. There's more, but I'm not going to read the whole thing.
It's all
Which
over.
tells you
It's all on your-
nothing about Peter Pan. Just so you guys know.
Well, Lost Boys is Peter Pan.
I know, but
Peter Pan and the Lost Boys.
There's,
Yeah,
there's
but,
a quote.
like-
I mean, I feel like if
Come
you
on.
know anything about Peter Pan, anything, there's some clues here. The fact alone that his nickname was Hook. Okay, let's get into it. All right. Who doesn't hear the word Hook and think about Peter Pan? Okay. All right.
clearly not me.
It starts with the prologue. The prologue is 8 years prior to the story. He's brutally murdering his uncle. It is James, but I don't think they actually say James until they get like into the book. So the prologue, it's not like saying James is killing his uncle, but it does talk about this guy who is killing his uncle viciously. He gets this adrenaline rush from the death. After he brutally murders him, he also destroys his watch.
And in the book, as the watch is triggering him, it says tick, 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 like the crocodile in Peter Pan.
Oh, also his nickname is Croc. I can't.
The uncle. The
can't.
uncle's nickname is Croc.
He's got crocodile boots
No,
and he wears
that's
a watch.
the cousin.
No,
No, that's the uncle.
The crocodile boots, the watch, and the watch really triggers him. The tick, tick, tick of the watch is very triggering, which plays a part throughout the rest of the book. I had a note. I wrote, dang, the person that was in front of you, you had more self-control with. But that damn watch, because he did very controlled, murdered his uncle. And then when the tick, tick, tick happened, he just went off and stomped on that watch until it was dust. James's friend and official leader of their operations is Rufus, which is Rufio. Rufio. Do you know who Rufio is?
No, that's who I didn't know. I didn't.
Oh.
I had to look up who James Barry was.
Oh, is there an actual person named James Barry in
He
Peter
is
Pan?
the original author of Peter Pan.
Isn't it just James Barry? I think it's
Or
just
Barry?
James Barry.
I was making
I
it
liked Barry.
Yeah, because he was from London.
Oh. Do you want to play just the voice of Hook for you guys? Because It's a pretty good voice on this audiobook.
Oh, that probably made all the other scenes great.
Oh man. The only part about the audiobooks I wasn't crazy about was when it is Hook's chapter, they are from the point of view of Hook, and he makes his voice to be like Wendy. So he'd be like, Hook, right? But he's like got this deep voice.
Oh, I hate when the audiobooks do that.
Yeah, and then vice versa. Wendy, when she's talking about Hook saying something, he'll be like, she changes her voice for it. Those parts are not great. Other than that, the voices are pretty nice.
All right, Sunny, let's hear it.
All right.
Watching as her tight walls suction around them. You're such a good girl. Do you know that?
Oh!
Yeah.
I know exactly the part that you were having us listen to.
All part of the prologue is the killing of the uncle. We find out about Rufus. Rufus calls, and he doesn't like to be called Rufus, but Hook does call him Rufus. He prefers Rue. There is a comment that's made that James says about his uncle's mouth being slacked the same way he used to make James's mouth.
Yeah, because they like hint throughout the book that
There's
they never
some
outright
abuse.
say how he abused him, but
Right.
that he was abused by his uncle.
Yes. So he does make that comment, which gives us the first clue that his uncle was some sort of abusive. So then we go into chapter 1, which is from Wendy's point of view. And Wendy talks about how her and her brother and her dad just moved to Bloomsburg, Massachusetts. And her dad is Peter Michaels. Her brother is Jonathan, and she only has the one brother. So in Peter Pan, it's Wendy, her brother Jonathan, and her baby brother Michael. But their last name is Michaels, which is, I think, the hint to that. Which, is, again, I think this is how she got away with being able to use some of these.
Yeah, they were never direct.
Yeah, and even this, like, she doesn't even have the same brothers, and Peter wasn't her dad in Peter Pan, right? So it's not the retelling of a fairy tale.
No, it's
just a
like
twisted fairy tale.
Yeah, she took elements of it and then sexed it up a little bit, made it dirty.
Her dad, Peter, owns an airline called Nev Airland Airlines.
I'm sorry, re-say that again. What's the name of the airline?
Nev Airland.
Almost like
Nev Air Land is how I read it.
Neverland. And it's not just the way it's italicized in the book.
Well, you know,
What did you think when you read Nev Airland? You just thought, oh, that's an interesting name for an
I didn't
airline.
think anything. I went, all right, that's the name of the airline
Okay.
company, and moved on.
Okay. Her mother passed away shortly after her little brother John was born. So now Wendy works at a coffee shop. She doesn't need to, but she does work at the coffee shop. It is called the Vanilla Bean Coffee Shop with her friend Angie. And Angie has a friend named Maria that,
Is a bitch.
yeah, she is.
Maria is rude as fuck.
Yeah, she is no filter.
Maria is a hater.
She's a hater for show. They want to go out. They want to go out to the bar, and
Oh my God.
they went to the Jolly Roger.
Which, thank you for that. Jolly fucking Roger?
I don't know what that is.
Oh my god!
It's the boat that
Look, you don't even have to be a Disney fan to know what the Jolly Roger is.
I
So
maybe have seen Peter Pan like 2 times in my
You
life.
have a child now. You need to read the story of Peter Pan.
It's probably morbid, like most of the Disney
Probably.
stories.
well, we'll get you the Disney version.
That's why you
But
have
the
to
Jolly Roger is his ship.
Oh, okay. I'm
or
telling
his
you.
local bar.
You know what? This is going to be a shit on rocks podcast.
I don't
so
know why.
Let's just get
It's
into
okay.
it. Here
It's
we go.
okay.
Go.
We were so confused.
Yeah.
And my confusion is still there.
No,
Yeah.
my concern was I read the wrong book.
Yeah.
Like I
Because
genuinely
it is
Is our
truly.
confusion.
If you guys read this book, please tell me if I'm the only one that did not connect these Peter Pan.
I need to find.
Things.
If there's one other person that didn't realize when they were reading the
then
book, please.
I feel fine. If there's at
Vindicated?
least one other, yes, vindicated. If there's one other person in this world who agrees with me, just shout out to your home.
Because it's not in this room. Okay, so they go to the Jolly Roger. They talk, and actually, the way that they convince Wendy to go to the Jolly Roger is because Maria is a
biatch.
biatch, and she is, yeah, you're probably too like innocent for it, or
Yeah, you probably wouldn't like
Oh,
it. It's not
yeah.
really your scene.
Yeah.
She
it
does
doesn't
play.
really-
Wendy does play to be innocent though. So
she
I
is.
feel-
I
think
think
she
she
is.
truly is innocent.
Because Peter shelters her a lot.
Yeah,
She's
because he's
Daddy's
a
little
bad
girl.
man.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Who wouldn't shelter their child if they were bad people.
Probably bad people wouldn't shelter their child. They were bad
Wouldn't
people.
shelter them?
Would not. He's a bad man who is potentially not a bad dad for the first part of
Questionable.
her life.
Okay, for the first
If
part of
she's-
her life, no.
Oh, okay. I'll take
Before
that.
John came into the picture,
He was a great dad.
Yeah, he was a stand-up daddy.
They get to the Jolly Roger. Maria reveals that she has an interest in a man that they call Hook. It goes back and forth from Wendy's point of view to James' point of view. We find out James is running a drug operation and he sells pixie dust.
No connection to Peter Pan.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. That didn't make you think twice?
No,
Did you think anything about pixie dust? You just thought,
nothing.
oh, that's a funny name for it.
No, I didn't even think of that. I just thought like, oh yeah, okay, drug name. Moving on.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah,
Okay,
no, this
okay.
totally
Not
makes
the only
sense.
one.
Yeah,
I know
Drug
it.
name.
I'm not the only one.
So his organization is based out of the Jolly Roger, but they do have other businesses. Just the Jolly Rogers, they're like main source of business. They have like
The JR, it's all coming to me now.
the JR, Jolly Roger. Yeah. So Rue officially runs the operation, but James is the one that's maintaining the business. Rue officially runs the operation, but James is the one that's maintaining it. He does all the dirty work. He also talked to him into like Rue giving him the bigger office because it has a shower and he does dirty things and occasionally needs to rinse his body.
Moira.
Yeah, there's a basement in there for where he does the murder.
Yeah,
For the
that too.
killing.
But Moira.
But you don't need very much space for Moira. Wendy, Maria, and Angie all go to the Jolly Roger. They get stopped because Wendy doesn't have a fake ID. So Maria tried to give her sister's ID, which she doesn't look anything like her sister. They get stopped, and the security people, whatever, one of the Lost Boys, goes in and talks to. Are you realizing that was a Peter Pan reference?
Continue.
So one of the Lost Boys comes in and tells Hook, hey, there's some girls here. They're giving us a really hard time. They want to come in, but they clearly have fake IDs. And Hook looks in the camera and is instantly attracted to Wendy and is like, let them in.
Oh, he was just like, she looks innocent.
Yeah, he liked
I
that
could
she looks
defile her.
innocent. Yes. Yeah, he had dirty thoughts to get rid of that innocent. So anyway, so he says, let them in. They do get in. Maria then they're sitting at this table. They're talking about Hook, who they don't realize is James.
Right.
But they're talking about Hook, and Wendy says she has to use the restroom. So she gets up to walk away, and as she's walking away, she runs into James. She's filled with a mixture of attraction and repulsion because he comes on pretty strong, right? He's very handsome. He's got a beautiful accent. She's attracted to him, but he says something about, because she runs into him and he thinks, oh, fuck, or something. And he's like, that dirty little mouth of yours. At that point is when James realizes who Wendy is. He does walk away. He realizes who Wendy is. And then he starts to fantasize about having sex with her on her father's corpse. And that's when he calls in Moira.
Fuck Moira.
So he calls
yeah.
in Moira. She's a waitress.
release.
And he needs a release. I do make a note because when Wendy leaves, he notes that she's getting into a cab. And he's like, why? Her dad is rich. Why isn't he providing her with a driver? And so he like follows her home to make sure she gets home safe. And then he calls in Moira, who's a waitress, to suck his dick. And while he watches Wendy on the security cameras,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he's not getting his jibs off with Moira.
No.
He's
Yeah.
fantasizing about Wendy.
yeah, she is truly just a means for release while he thinks about Wendy. So at that moment, James decides Wendy is his possession. He will own her. Wendy talks to, this is the next chapter. She's home. She sees her brother John, and her brother John is talking about his decision to be homeschooled. He's super excited. He already talked to his dad, Peter, and Peter told him he could do it. And so he's getting homeschooled. He kind of looks up to Wendy as a mother figure. And they make jokes about that throughout the book, I feel like. Because when he was born, Peter was basically didn't care about him the way that he cared about Wendy. Wendy was, he refers to her as his little shadow.
Oh, yeah, that's what they call Wendy.
Yeah.
Which, again,
Peter Pan.
Nothing to do
Peter
with
Pan
Peter Pan.
shadow.
the fuck it doesn't?
So Wendy and Peter are very close. John has never had that relationship with Peter throughout any of his life. And he doesn't even, I don't think he feels any sort of connection much to Peter. Peter's very distant from him, kind of almost borderline mean to him. Doesn't talk to him.
He takes care of him, but he doesn't interact with him.
Yeah, he's going to be homeschooled. Peter agreed to it. John's excited about it. So then Wendy goes to work and a customer is there. The people who was supposed to be there working with her calls out. So it's just her and she has a bad day. She's spilling coffee. She's doing all the things. The stuff is dripping and causing a puddle and she notices it. But this customer walks in, can I get some service? And gives her kind of a hard time. He's clearly like right out the gate an asshole. He's like, I've been here for 5 minutes and nobody's even talked to me. So she takes his order and it's just a coffee. But she leaves cleaning up this spill in order to get his coffee so that she's not upsetting him anymore. She gets the coffee and when she turns, she slips on the spill, falling, dropping the coffee everywhere. And the waiter is a douchebag and is all pissed off, is rude to Wendy. And that's when Hook comes in. Steps in. He is at the coffee shop. He is talking to Wendy about don't belittle yourself.
Yeah, but don't let him talk down to you.
Don't
He's
talk
nobody.
Yes.
Like, who is this piece of shit?
Yeah, exactly. So
and he makes the guy feel really small too, to where he just leaves. He's like, I got it.
Well, he says something in his ear, which he doesn't talk about what he said in his ear, but he says something and whispers something. Wendy can't hear it. And immediately his eyes grow wide and he walks out. And that's when Wendy realizes that it's not just Hook that came into the shop.
She calls him James, though. She's not calling him Hook.
Right. She doesn't know it's
She
Hook.
doesn't know, yeah.
Afterwards, the guy leaves. James is not alone. He's got his lost boys with him, a couple of them. And Wendy notes them. Yeah, bodyguards. Wendy notes them. And then James asks her on a date. She says no, turns him down. Eventually he leaves and it goes to the next chapter where James is now torturing the man from the coffee shop. He's got him.
yeah.
Oh, he does make a note in the coffee shop when they're talking that his watch is really loud.
Which is probably why he went to go murk him later.
Yeah. So he does take him. They takes him to the Jolly Rogers basement. He tortures him. He talks about how he's going to cut out his tongue. From Hook's perspective, he's like, I'm not really going to. But then he hears the watch ticking again and loses his mind. He chops off his tongue. He chops off his hand. He
Dismembers him.
Yeah.
Which,
So
okay, I'll just say really quickly that his immediate obsession with her made me think 50 Shades of Grey. That's more of what I was getting from this book than I was from Peter Pan. I think in my notes, I don't even remember on which chapter it is, but literally I said, I'm getting 50 Shades of Grey mixed with Dexter vibes.
Oh,
That was my
Dexter.
notes.
I love Dexter.
I
Yeah.
do too, but he was so socially awkward.
So
Well, it's the
50
murder.
Shades
Yes.
and the murder.
The murder and his immediate obsession with this woman that he just
and
met.
I'm killing the bad guy who
Yes.
did something wrong to.
That's true.
So
Okay.
those were my notes, like 50 Shades with Dexter vibes. And
I
that's
like it.
kind of
Peter Pan themed.
not Peter Pan themed.
I think they do allude again to the fact that his uncle, like the watch it's not just the sound. The watch is like triggering things from his past and they kind of allude to it, the abuse and things like that from his uncle. So he loses it when he hears that watch. I do make a comment. What did he say to that guy in the coffee shop that made the guy leave only for them to be taken back basement and killed?
But he's very good at intimidating people.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, he
part
is.
of his MO.
Yeah.
Which just leads me to the point of just be nice to everybody, guys, because you never know who might capture you and kill you for being mean.
Who might hook you?
Who might hook you. So James tortures the man. He dies. Eventually, Wendy is pleading with Peter to spend more time at home because John needs him. Wendy is acting like the mom again. Peter reveals he wants to send John to boarding school and he's not going to allow John to be homeschooled, which breaks Wendy's heart because she knows how excited John is and tells Peter, you need to tell him because I'm not going to. Another chapter, James is remembering Peter and kind of mentions, he alludes to the fact that Peter was involved in his family's death somehow. And then he does give Rue a lighter.
Yep, he does. Tell him what's on it.
That
Tell
is
him what's on
engraved.
it.
It's got rubies on it and it's engraved with the words straight on till morning. Nothing.
Nothing.
That's how you get to Neverland.
Yeah.
Nothing. Got nothing from that.
So when
Cool.
they
She's like, that's a fucking
when
great
he
thing to put
explained
on a
straight
lighter.
onto morning, when you were, oh, that's a nice thing.
I just kept reading.
Sweet Jesus.
I said, all right. I don't know what that
That's
means,
interesting.
but we're gonna
Maybe we'll find out later. Now on to chapters 9 through 21. So the girls head back to the bar. The Jolly Roger. Maria is talking
This. Oh.
about James, who she refers to as Hook because she doesn't know him any other way. And Wendy is starting to feel attraction towards him, James. James meets the girls at the bar and tells the bartender that the drinks are covered, comping them. And James asks Wendy out on a date again, but then he's called away. Wendy realizes Hook and James are the same person because Maria's just sitting there slack-jawed, being the ever-present cunt that she is. And then she apologizes to Maria. I didn't know. And Maria is just rude and making nasty comments about her.
She's jealous.
Clearly. Then James calls Wendy into his office. She starts to be flirty and forward with him, and James is kind of into it. And then Rue interrupts their meeting, but Wendy agrees because she needs to leave. She agrees to go on a date the next day with James. So then the next chapter, she doesn't want James to pick her up from her home because then he'd know she's rich.
Oh, yeah.
So they meet at the Vanilla Bean. She drives herself there, so he rolls up in his fancy car and he takes Wendy to his yacht, which is named Tiger Lily.
Tiger Lily.
got
That's
nothing.
the one. That's the one I really cannot get over.
What the hell is the Tiger Lily?
Tiger Lily is the little Native American
Princess.
Of
that,
who?
that Hook captures and ties up, and she's sitting on the rock, and Peter Pan comes up and he saves her.
She's gonna drown in high tide.
And Peter Pan is pretending to be Hook, and he's like, "Let her go, Smee." And she's all tied up on the rock, drowning because the tide is
And
coming
he comes
in.
back, and Shmee is like,
pulled her up.
"Oh, okay, Captain."
No,
Yeah.
nothing, none of that.
No, nothing.
Well, Tiger Lily is the
The name of the yacht.
That's wild.
The yacht's name is fucking Tiger Lily, and then his first mate is named Shmee.
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 Had you never heard that name before?
Is that a common name?
No.
Do you have somebody at work named Shmee? Shmee Johnson, please report to HR. Shmee Johnson.
If his last name was Johnson, but his first name was Shmee. Well, I guess, yeah, his parents were really trying to make up for it. Like, we
No.
don't want to name you John.
John Johnson.
No, I got nothing. I'm telling you, it's because I haven't seen Peter Pan in so long.
But
the
you act
name
like we
Shmee-
watch Peter Pan
You
on a
clearly
daily.
watch it.
No,
Every
we
night
don't.
before I go to sleep, I watch Peter Pan, actually. No, that's
Clearly.
not true. It's Zootopia.
No, that is not a lie. She really does watch
do.
Zootopia.
I've been watching Reba before I go to bed.
No.
Yeah, I'm not a single mom, but I do work too hard.
What do I watch before bed? Recently, it's been The Circle.
Oh, I need to watch it.
Circle, yeah.
Anyways, Shmee has prepared dinner for them, which is a common name in Roxy's world,
Because this is... Okay, quick.
because they're on the Tiger Lily, his home yacht.
On a date.
On a date.
Yes.
James gets irritated when he suspects Wendy is giving him a fake smile. She's just playing along. And she agrees to not display fake emotions, but she wants to get to know him rather than see all his possessions. She feels like, you brought me to this big ass yacht to kind of woo me without saying, my dad's rich, so go fuck yourself. She's just like, this isn't it for me. She goes and climbs on his lap.
Which is, I wrote, okay, Wendy, getting pretty bold.
Very
You're like
forward.
innocent and sweet, and I've never done anything, and now I'm going to go sit on this guy's lap and
Right.
grind on him.
She's
And
got
make out with him.
a dirty side that.
No, the part that is crazy to me is what happens next.
Oh, let's hear it.
Because they're making out and they start to have some foreplay. They don't have penetration, but they have some foreplay. And he starts to choke her, or she mimics to have him choke her.
Yeah, I
which,
forget
if
how
you're a
she does
virgin,
that.
how the fuck?
Do you know?
Yeah.
I don't.
You're
know.
She talks about it. How she only knows that she likes to be choked because she can only get off when she's pleasing herself when she holds her breath.
Oh, you're right.
Yes.
So she's like, I don't have a ton of experience, but I know that the times I
Can actually climax.
is when I'm holding my breath. Yeah.
Wild.
Super wild. So he's doing all the things to her without putting his dick in. And he chokes her until she,
Orgasms?
yes.
She owes the big O.
Ow. But then he's, oh, okay, this girl's a freak. And he's like, well, I'm not going to sleep with you because you're a virgin. And she's, no, why would you think that? She lies about being a virgin with
No, she
James.
doesn't.
Yes, she does.
No, she doesn't say I'm a virgin. He is down there asking if there is anything. Has anyone touched you down here before? And she says, I'm not going to lie to him. And so she tells him yes. But later she tells him that she hasn't had sex, just someone has touched her down there.
And then he gets all angry because that's pussy's mine.
He's like, no one will touch you down here again. Do you hear me?
My pet.
My pet.
darling.
Weird.
After their date, James starts having some growing romantical feelings for Wendy, and he worries this will get in the way of his plans to kill Peter because he loves his daughter now. She falls asleep on the boat, and when she wakes up, she's like, fuck, I'm kidnapped. Where am I? I forgot I got choked out and fell asleep here.
I forgot I choked out and orgasmed.
And then fell asleep. So James is immediately in the room. He offers to take her back to her house or back to her car. And
vanilla bean.
he slips and says his last name as they're driving back. And he thinks, fuck, she's going to recognize that. But she doesn't. Because
Recognize what?
his last name. Because they met when they were little. And so he thought it would jog her memory or that
Which it
Peter
did not.
talks about him or their family.
Oh, I don't remember that part.
James is worried then that he looks too much like his father, and Peter will recognize him because Rue has set up a meeting to involve Peter Michaels in their drug operation of Pixie Dust.
Not Peter Pan.
No, the fucking Tinkerbell. Rue gets sentimental and tells James that he's like a son to him. And then James remembers, it's like triggering. He remembers meeting Peter as a child. James and his mother accompanied his father on a business trip to the U.S. because they're from London to meet Peter. And it's implied that Peter rigged the airplane to crash to kill the whole family. And James is the sole survivor.
Which they mention that before the plane crashed, the dad opens up a note, reads a note, and turns stark white, clearly reading something. But they never say what that note is, what's on the note, right?
Good luck getting home, bitch.
Yeah, I really want to know what's on the damn note.
They don't talk about that.
Emily
They don't.
McIntire, if you could send us the note.
What does the note say, please?
like to
We
know.
would love it. James and Rue go to meet with Peter and his assistant, Tina Bell.
Just Tina.
Because
Good
Tinkerbell
old
is
Tina.
a copyrighted licensed name with Disney.
Just Tina.
Tina Bell.
Tina
you don't-
Bell didn't
That's
know
not a
this.
weird ass
That's
name to
wild.
put together or anything.
Nope.
No, not at all. It's just another name in the world of Hooked.
They meet with them, and Peter agrees to transport the pixie dust with his Never Air Airlines for 40% of the profit, which is insane. I mean, I'm not in the drug world, but
Quite the discount.
yeah. They don't agree to anything. Peter makes it home from this meeting, but he promised to have dinner with Wendy and John, and he misses dinner. This is when he's supposed to have that conversation with John about going to
Oh, yeah. Boarding school.
boarding school. So Wendy is actually starting to show her irritation. She always been his perfect little girl. She's showing her irritation, and he agrees that he will tell John about boarding school in the morning. But when all the kids wake up, Peter's already fucking out that bitch. He gone.
Douchebag dad.
Really? Then it jumps back to James, and he's running through what he knows about Peter. He used to go by Pan when he was a low-level drug dealer in Florida.
Weird name.
Strange.
Because he was panhandling a lot.
In the Florida panhandle. He grew up as a poor drug dealer, and then he purchased a failing airline several years ago, and he is known for making his enemies disappear.
I do have a couple examples of the voice.
Okay.
This is Hook's voice being Moira.
The door clicks open and shut. The tall, scantily clad body of Moira sauntering toward me, a smirk on her ruby red lips. Hook, she breathes, walking around the oak desk. I've missed you.
Can't with it.
It's an awful rendition of what a woman would be.
Hook.
I've missed you.
Okay, wait. This is Wendy being Hook.
Rough palms grasp my shoulders, goosebumps sprouting along my skin from the heat of the stranger's touch. Filthy words for such a pretty mouth.
Not as bad as Hook's, I think.
Not as bad as
No.
Peter is known for making his enemies disappear. And then James heads to a local business to confront the owner about not paying their protection fees. The owner states that he did pay a woman. James is threatening him. Like it's just a whole criminal enterprise conversation conversation. And he's trying to figure out, like, who the fuck is this woman? Who'd you give the money to? And they're like, I don't know. Some bitch showed up and told me I needed to pay, so I paid her.
Yes.
As he's leaving this establishment, James runs into Wendy and Angie, who are walking in. It was like a bakery. And she kisses him and agrees to go on another date. James tells her, as they're, shopping around town, to use his name and get free things. Like, use my name, you'll get free shit everywhere.
Hell yeah, I'm using it.
And then we jump to another chapter, and Peter tells John about the boarding school over the phone. You're going to boarding school and you're leaving tomorrow. So Wendy insists on driving John to school the very next day. She's like, I'm going to take you. If you have to go right now, then I'm going to take you. Wendy then goes back out with Angie to the Jolly Roger, and they're just hanging around waiting for James. They're waiting at the bar, like, oh, he's going to come out soon. And Moira is antagonizing them. Oh, if you're waiting for James, he's already gone. She's
a real McBitch.
Super McBitch. Because she's also a jealous whore. Oh, Wendy is just one of the many females that James is slinging his dick around these days.
Yeah. Oh, another groupie.
Yes.
I actually get to put my mouth on his cock.
So then James pops out. Basically, he's like, what are you talking about? I've been here the whole night. Because they're like, Moira said you left. And he looks at her like, no, I've been here all night. And
then because Wendy stays back waiting for him.
She's the last one in the bar waiting for him. And that's why Moira's, oh, what a sad, pathetic little girl. Just another groupie hoping Hook comes around. He's left for the night already.
Yeah. So then he looks at the glasses and these are filthy.
Yeah.
Clean them again. So
he makes a comment. Did I give you the impression that you were allowed to talk about me when I wasn't around?
Right.
It's like, damn. That's right, Moira.
Yeah, keep your mouth shut.
Keep my name out your fucking mouth.
So then he leaves with Wendy, and Wendy's like, fuck yeah, fuck that bitch. In her mouth, which he did. Then Wendy is asking James about his business, and he just diverts the conversation and asks who her father is. James pretends. She tells him, my dad is Peter Michaels. And James is like, who's that? Never heard of him.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure Rox would have felt the same way.
Who's Peter Pan? I don't know.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him. So the two engage in sexual activity again. And James chokes her out while she orgasms yet again.
Which I feel
Which is her losing her virginity. She
Yes.
decides.
Yes, there is penetration this time.
But I mean, like, she talks about how.
like she's okay with it.
Yeah, because she thinks that her being innocent is what people presume her to be.
It's a
Like, it's
negative
almost-
thing.
Yes,
Like,
a
they
negative
see
thing in her life.
Yeah.
Right. That's my next note. Afterwards, she feels like she made the right choice. Like, yeah, I'm glad I fucked that
I'm
guy.
glad it's almost like a weight off my chest. I'm glad it's gone.
It's over
I'm
with.
glad it's gone. And I'm glad I don't want to say give it away. I don't subscribe to that, but she lost it with James.
Yeah.
As long as she's happy about it.
Yeah. So yeah, that rounds out chapter 21.
Now we move into 22 to 29. James feels calm waking up next to Wendy. The thought of her suffering no longer arouses him. Now he's starting to really fall for her.
Right, because he used to think, oh, when she's begging me to stop,
Yes.
that's what's going to do it for me.
Yes. Which not Dexter vibes, but just weird vibes I got from it. This is just a very sinister man. So James is driving Wendy and John to the boarding school now. So he decides that morning that he's going to actually go with her to drive John to school.
He says it like he's like, why did I just say that? It almost like
Yes.
makes him cringe. Yeah.
Because he knows there's the meeting that night.
Yes, he has a meeting later, and he knows now that he has to kind of find a way to make this happen quickly so he can get back quickly because he's already committed and now he can't back out of it, right? So he's going to drive John to school. James recognized the name Rockford Prep as he was going to attend as a teenager, but Rue intervened.
The uncle was going to send him away.
I don't remember that. All right. So he's going to send him to that same school.
Yeah, that's where Peter's going to send John.
Yeah.
He like sees Hook remembers seeing a brochure for the school and he's asking Rue, like, what is this? I can go away. And Rue kind of alludes that they have bad practices. They kind of beat the bad out of you. And James makes a comment, it would still be better than what I'm living through. Yeah.
Rue calls to tell James about a meeting with Peter, and James plans to attend the meeting after he drops off John and Wendy. That's where he's, okay, holy crap, I need to get back ASAP because he needs to be a part of this meeting.
I do want to say there is some notes that I have taken throughout this book that are, right, they make a comment about how James makes a comment about how he doesn't look like Wendy at all. And I have notes throughout the book that are like, I felt, oh, John is not Peter's.
Right. I felt that way too.
Which we get to that, but there are some alluding things where you're like, there's potential for.
Because he has dark hair.
Yeah, he doesn't look like Wendy at all. He looks definitely more like his mom.
That's what.
That's
Yeah, they
basically
keep
what they say.
saying is like, oh, he must look like his mom.
Yeah,
Because they never say what the mom looks like.
no.
On the drive to Bedford, Wendy notices that John talks with James in a way that he does not with her. She's angry with her father for not being there because he was supposed to go. And decided not to. Obviously, he's an absent father. I don't think he planned on going to drop him off to begin with ever, right? He didn't even want to tell him he was going to go to boarding school, really. So she's pissed off at him, which is the theme of the story. She's pissed off at him most of the time.
Getting more and more bothered by his actions. The rose-colored glasses are starting to fall off when she's looking at her dad.
Yeah.
Right.
The headmaster tries to make them wait. But James says, no, I'm not waiting. He talks to her kind of privately. She talks to him kind of privately, and I forget exactly what he says to him, but the guy's
the headmaster.
We'll take you in right away to the receptionist.
Okay, so the receptionist girl is a girl.
Yes.
And then the headmaster is a guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were gonna make them wait, and James is fuck that noise. We're going in now because I
He
have
flirts
somewhere to
a little
be.
bit with her.
Yes, I got somewhere to be. I don't have time for this waiting nonsense. I have to go meet with Peter and work on this drug deal.
Yeah.
So he gets them to hurry up and get them in there. He threatens the headmaster if any harm comes to John, he's basically gonna kill him. He
Yeah,
does
we don't
once he
hear the
gets in there.
conversation, right?
No.
He stands up and tells Wendy and John, leave. Let me talk to him on my own. Let me have a private conversation with him.
And Wendy's kind of
He cares.
Yes.
He's taking care of my brother.
yes.
I love him.
Like she's falling for him because of this, right?
Right.
Which, I mean, she
I
doesn't
kinda
know
would.
all the darkness. She's alone getting rid of her brother and this man who just.
But these things are kind of sweet.
Yes.
Hook doesn't feel like he needs to do that. He just suddenly has this urge. I want to make
protect.
it clear that he's under my protection.
Slowly is kind of changing his ways
Yes.
throughout this exchange.
Or maybe he just never had somebody to have those ways with.
or had the urge to do that for.
Right.
Yeah. James gives John his
Oh,
phone
Rue.
number as they're leaving. Yeah,
Right.
Rue. is
He
the
does
only
feel
other
a little
person.
bit more protective of Rue. He'll let Rue get away with things because he cares about Rue. But yeah,
Right.
nothing-
It's
yeah.
like a father figure
As
to
far
him.
as like a romantic partner.
Right.
He's never had one.
So as they're leaving, James gives John his phone number and tells him to call him if he needs anything and gives him some ominous advice.
He says that the way that people treat you, it's not about how it is in the moment. We all go through hard times. I can't remember the exact words, but he does say it's how you rise from the ashes.
Oh,
That matters.
Yes. Okay.
After it all burns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So he does that. He's late at this point. He knows he's late because it's taking forever. And so he's rushing back. I remember reading it and you can just like feel that he's in and out of
Panicked.
traffic. He's panicked trying to get to
Yeah.
where he's supposed to be. And he gets to the meeting place and he finds that Rue is dead. His body is mutilated and it's
Ugh.
nailed to a tree. I did feel bad for him
Made me sad.
because it's the only person he really truly
That was
cares
his
about.
family.
Yes. He's lost all of his family and this is the only one.
He takes Rue down off the tree. Yeah.
Lights
There
him on
is
fire.
a.
It's
yeah.
just
Just
Rue.
his dead body.
It's just the one instance where they think about when he like remembers. They said that there was a
Ooh,
woman.
And then they
well, he
saw
remembers
them
that
walking.
Wendy was at the shop before,
Yes.
Yeah.
and that's how he starts connecting, thinking that Wendy's a part of this whole thing,
Right.
and his blood is boiling. So then so now it's her birthday, and she's spending her time at home. She's by herself. John's off at school. Her dad's gone, like he always is, and she hasn't heard from James since they dropped off her brother because I think he's spiraling at this point.
Oh,
And he thinks she's
Yeah.
involved with
Yes.
all of the shenanigans that are
That's what I
happening.
mean. I think he's spiraling.
I really liked one of the quotes. He says, when he sees Rue, he says, even the most fractured of hearts still have room enough to break.
Aw.
It's making me really sad for Hook. This chapter was like, no. And then when he starts putting two and two together, he's thinking it's Wendy. I'm like, no.
He's falling for her, and now she's betraying him.
So
Yes.
he's done falling for her right now.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's only imagining killing her
Yeah.
at this point.
He's back to his original plans and hates her just as much as he hates Peter.
Now Wendy realizes that she would rather have James there to protect her as Wendy is hanging up.
Because Peter calls and says, we're getting security.
Yes.
You're
I
going to see
skipped the
some
line.
new security guards there because someone's blackmailing.
Yes.
Which I wrote, why would Peter wait until, because he says, some new security guards are going to show up tomorrow, just letting you know. I'm like, why would Peter wait until tomorrow to send security guards? Why wouldn't he want her safe immediately? I just killed this man who definitely has people who are going to want to protect him. I'm just going to wait till tomorrow to send security, Wendy. That's so, what a stupid man.
It's
Clearly.
it's just playing into the fact that he's not a good dad.
Yeah, like you clearly don't care that much.
No.
We'll get it tomorrow.
Yes.
Should be fine.
Yeah,
tonight.
exactly.
And so as she's hanging up with her dad, he's telling her about these extra security guards. She hears Tina Bell in the background asking her dad what he wants for dinner. So now she realizes Tina Bell is there and
It's my birthday, and they're going off to have fucking dinner together.
yes.
Yes.
Her dad's not here. He's not here to celebrate with
She's
her.
celebrating by herself with a little lonely cupcake.
And
What a
he's
sad,
over there having
sad
a grand
moment.
old time with Tina Bell.
Tina.
Damn that Tina.
No connection to Tinkerbell.
None whatsoever. Then we move on, and James is now in Wendy's room. She wakes up to him in the room, and he's covering her mouth, and he's holding a knife to her. James asks her if she always planned to deceive him because he's really thinking that she's a part of it at this point.
Yeah.
He's about to kidnap her because he's lost it. He snapped, thinking that I'm falling for this girl who actually is betraying me. Everybody is betraying him. He injects her with something before she can answer, and she blacks out.
I don't know what this chapter says because, like I said, it's audiobook. I can't refer to it. But chapter 25, at the end of it, she talks about her traitorous clit. And it just made me laugh so much. Like he's kidnapping her and she's all turned on. She's like, traitorous clit. It's swelling.
So she blacks out and she ends up waking up in a dark room, and Curly, the bartender, brings her bread. And she's pissed off at this point. She's, what the f is happening here?
She's coming to and realizing,
Yes.
remembering. Yeah.
She spits in his face and he leaves her alone in this room. And she doesn't really know where she's at this point. She just knows that she's in some dark room. But she's in and out of consciousness. But when she opens her eyes to see, she sees that the table in front of her is full of packaged pixie dust. And James is there and he's accusing her of lying and betraying her. She obviously has no idea about any of what he's talking about, so she's denying it all. And he lets her down from the wall and says that she's no good to him if she's hurt. So he decides, I'm not going to do anything to you at this point because I kind of need you. So James tells Wendy to eat and drink and reminds her that she can't argue. 3 days after kidnapping of Wendy, James starts having nightmares of Rue because this is his father figure at this point, and he's having a hard time with the loss. He's grieving, which to him is Peter took my parents and now he took Rue.
Yeah. And because he took my parents, I had to go live with Croc, my uncle. Yeah, there's just
All
now Wendy's a
these-
part of it. Yeah.
Yes. And now Wendy is a part of all of this and really is just, again, he's spiraling. So Wendy's in this basement and James plans to attend this gala that he knows Peter is going to go to. And he takes Wendy with him just as revenge. He's thinks to him that he's going to have this girl on his arm. I think he's
Not just any girl. Peter's daughter.
Yeah.
Yes. He's expecting to see Peter at this gala.
Yes.
Is expecting to just rub it in his face. Hey, I've got your daughter here and
I put my dick in that.
she's taking the D.
She's taking the D.
From me. I think he gets her a dress. They go back to the yacht. He gets her a dress, this fancy dress, and they get together in the limo and they go off to this gala.
Oh, because he takes her back to the yacht to get ready for the gala.
Yeah, he takes her back. They get ready.
And Smee's like, oh, it's weird because it doesn't feel like an important part, but Smee like interjects and is like, oh, Wendy's here. Is she staying for the night? He's
Yeah. He says something about, you want me to get the guest room set
yeah.
up? And Hook, why would she not be staying in my quarters?
yeah.
My quarters.
Why would she not be staying in my quarters?
Well, I quarter her.
She gets ready. James reiterates that she doesn't understand why he's doing this to her. What? I don't get that.
Confronts James. Wendy reiterates that she doesn't understand.
Ah, yes. Your microphone.
Wendy. I'm saying it so you can say it. Not James. Wendy reiterates why she doesn't understand why he's doing this to her.
Yes. So Curly drives them to the gala, and on the way, she reflects on the treatment of both her father and James. They both just expect her to follow their plans. She's tired of the abuse and the disrespect. She's just getting it from all ends, really. She's realizing in this moment that she gets walked all over and she's pissed about it. But at some point, she does reflect in this how James sort of lets her have her voice and she feels a little bit empowered by it.
And he gives her the choker to wear.
He gives her the choker.
The diamond
that's the
choker.
next point. Yeah.
So James makes Wendy wear this diamond choker, and as they step into the spotlight, Wendy falls right into the act of smiling and posing along James's side. That she just goes with it at this point.
Well, she's trained to do that. She's led a very public life with Peter as her dad. She knows how to turn it on for the cameras.
Almost a little Stockholm-y too.
Well, they mentioned that in the
he's her-
book.
yeah,
Like
they
she
mention-
talks, she like makes a joke about like, oh, Stockholm syndrome, ha ha ha.
When she wakes up the first night after being choked out.
Yeah, because
She's like, oh, Stockholm syndrome. And then she reflects on that while she's getting drugged and put into the basement. Fuck, I shouldn't have joked around about that.
now I'm actually captured.
Yeah, no, it's happening.
All right.
Chapters 30 through 39. So we enter the gala. Okay, so chapters 30 to 39 start with them walking into the gala. Wendy is all smiles. She's got this on lock. James is threatening Wendy at the event, but she makes a comment like, if you're just going to kill me, then there's no real motivation for me to listen to you. But then they come up to the police commissioner and his wife. They start talking about just them, and even the police commissioner recognizes Wendy, but Wendy realizes that Hook even has the police commissioner in his pocket. The way that James talks to the police commissioner is obvious that he's got something on him.
Yeah, he like cowers.
Yes.
To James.
So the commissioner is like, wow, something about you have Wendy Michaels on your arm. And he makes some sort of comment. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it is definitely a little bit rude, but it's rude to both of them. And James even makes a comment about, are you saying that to speak poorly about me or about her?
Oh, here she says, the man grins, his bushy blonde mustache twitching. Wendy Michaels, as in Peter's daughter. He chuckles, looking to Hook. How'd you bag this one? She seems a little out of your price range.
Yeah.
My chest sears from the insult.
So it's definitely like he's definitely being rude to both James and Wendy with this comment, and James calls him out for it, to which the police commissioner kind of backs it up. James basically tells him, you need to apologize. Like a gentleman would know when he insults a woman and should apologize. And he does end up apologizing. The police commissioner asks about Rue and that he has a meeting with Rue later. And James tells him that he unfortunately he's retired suddenly and he's no longer available. Or I don't think he actually, does he say I don't know if he actually says he retired, but he alludes that he's retired. He's gone away. He's no longer available.
Yeah,
You're going to have to take your meeting with me.
He's out of the
And-
picture now. He's retired.
And the police commissioner continues to push and say a little bit. And Wendy identifies like, oh, he's starting to struggle through this. Like he's getting worked up about something. So she asks, can we go sit down? I'm getting tired or whatever. And so James is able to escape the conversation because Wendy gets him out of the conversation. They walk over. So James is still furious with Wendy, thinking that Wendy has something to do with all of this and with Rue's death, plays a part in Rue's death. And then Peter approaches because Wendy does ask about, where's Rue? Where he retired? That's nice, kind of a thing. And James is like, your questions are getting a little irritating. And then Peter walks up. He's shocked that Wendy's there at all. He moves to defend Wendy because Peter's basically saying you shouldn't be here. And James is about to interject when Wendy kind of goes off on him. Why am I not supposed to be here? I'm the one who used to be here with you every time. Now you take Tina. I think Tina kind of tells her, quiet down. And Tina's kind of being a bitch to Wendy. So Wendy lashes out both at her father, and she ends up revealing that she and James.
Damn it! It says James. It's supposed to say James. I have a typo, okay?
Wendy reveals that she and James had sex. But Tina says something about her sleeping with him. And then she retorts, didn't you hear like how we met? He popped my cherry or something like it's a really aggressive way to say, yeah.
Wendy says this?
Wendy says it to
To
Peter.
her dad?
Yes.
Yes, and to Tina.
Yeah, like she's pissed at them because she realizes
That's
that
some
Peter didn't
balls,
even
man.
realize that she was gone. She's been gone for a week.
She had been kidnapped.
She's been kidnapped and
her
gone
dad-
for a week, and Peter had no idea.
Oh, yeah, because he
None.
says, shouldn't you be in the mansion? Like,
Yes.
bitch, I haven't been there in days.
In days. And
Yes.
so she's pissed. So yeah, she definitely has an outburst, which James is kind of reveling in. He's like loving it, but also starts to kind of confuse him. Wait, shouldn't he know these
That she
things,
was
like some
gone?
of these things, if she has played a part in it.
Right. Oh, he's starting to connect. Like maybe she doesn't know.
Yes. So James mentions that Peter knew his family, and Peter seems unaware of his parents' death. James realizes that Wendy has not betrayed him. There's like certain things that he says where Wendy's like, "What are you talking about? What is that supposed to mean?" I think Peter makes a comment about "Where's Rue?" or "Where's your friend?" or something, and
Yeah.
it works hook up, and Wendy's kind of like, "What is that supposed to mean?"
Yeah. Like why is that upsetting you so much?
Yeah.
She notices that he gets all
Yeah,
worked
why
up
are you
over
saying
it.
it with a smirk, Dad? Like, what's
Yes.
really going on? What is this supposed to mean? What is all this? And James is starting. Maybe she didn't really have something to do because she should know where Rue is.
Either that or she's the best actor there is.
Yeah, right. Seriously, James gets called away for something, and they decide to
Peter asks her to go outside.
go outside. But James wouldn't have allowed it. But James wasn't at the table at that moment. He asked to go outside, like, let's go have a private conversation. Wendy agrees because James isn't there, even though she knows potentially he wouldn't agree to it. But I'm just going to step outside and duke this out with my dad really quick. And they go outside. Peter is calling her foolish. And he's talking about, why would you be here with someone like him? You have no idea what a bad guy he is. She even asks, like, how do you know what a bad guy he is? How do you know anything about him? And eventually, James does come out. He grabs Wendy, basically telling her, grabs her by the neck, threatening to kill her. He starts to threaten to kill Peter, and Wendy steps in. Don't kill him. He's my dad, please. And James makes a comment, okay, well, right now he's Hook, right? So Hook makes a comment, okay, I won't kill him. I'll kill you unless you, Peter, plead for her life. I hear her begging. Now, why aren't you begging? Because I'm going to kill Wendy. And he says nothing. He does nothing to save his daughter's life.
Stab me in the heart at this point.
I know.
I felt bad for her.
Me too, because what a crazy thing to realize.
Yeah.
Right? My dad truly does not care about me. James takes Wendy away. He makes a comment. I want you to remember this moment when you realize that your dad is a dick. James heads to the Jolly Roger because, that's right, he got a phone call. He comes back, he pulls Wendy away. James heads to the Jolly Roger, and Wendy is frantic, like, please don't put me in the basement. And when they pull up, they realize the Jolly Roger is no more.
Burned.
Yeah, it was burnt down. While driving to the marina, James reveals to Wendy that Rue is dead. And she's starting to piece together some of the things that Peter said. Obviously, James is crushed by the collapse of his business since Peter's arrival. James no longer suspects Wendy, but he still intends to keep her. Smee is at the Tiger Lily, but his loud pocket watch triggers James. He forces him to throw it away. They go to the Jolly Roger. They realize it's burned down. Moira jumps up and is like, I didn't know what's happening, whatever. So they go back for the night, get dressed, get changed, and Smee is there at the Tiger Lily. Oh, this is the next day when he makes... Okay, so I think, do they sleep together that night?
I feel like
They
they
just
sleep together
talk.
every time they're
Yeah,
together.
right. But I think they just talk. They're laying in bed. Wendy still doesn't know what to think. They're having heartfelt moments where...
She
where-
puts her hand on his chest, and they're just kind of laying in bed.
Is
Yeah.
this where she lets him see his scars? Or
No,
he lets her see his
not
scars?
yet.
Okay.
So, but they do have like a moment where they are
right up
just connecting. They're kind of bonding. They're not sleeping together. There's no sexual anything. It's just them kind of bonding and talking about it. And then finally, James is like, I'm tired of your questions. Let's go to sleep. They wake up.
You talk too much.
Yeah, right. They wake up. James leaves. He locks Wendy in, but he tells Smee, that's when he tells Smee, like, he's got this loud watch, throw it out. So Smee does throw it overboard. James interrogates a traitor. His name is Tommy. Tommy says a woman started sleeping with some of the Lost Boys and offered them employment with her boss, Croc. When Tommy is about to reveal the name Croc, first of all, he also talks about he wanted a marking. There's a marking, a special marking.
tattoo.
That's a tattoo of a pocket watch with a crocodile wrapping around the face. And the tattoo is a trigger for James. He is, how do you even know the name Croc?
Yeah, and the name Croc. He's like, how the fuck is he here?
Yes.
I got it in myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then he's starting to threaten and trying to kill Tommy. And Tommy is like about to reveal the name of the woman, and an explosion occurs. Pop. It then goes to the next chapter. Wendy is waiting for them. Moira's there talking a bunch of crap like she normally does, making her, I was with James last night. And Wendy's like, well, I was with James last night, so he couldn't have been with you. And then she's like, actually, maybe he could have been. So anyways, there's this whole thing.
Well, maybe you fell asleep too early.
Yeah. So then James walks in and he's frantic. He's super pissed. Starkey's like, sorry, boss.
I shot him on accident.
It was an accident. My fingers slipped, whatever. James
I
is
think
pissed.
you guys need to do the voiceovers.
James is pissed and he admits Wendy steps in. She realizes he's getting worked up. She's worried she's going to lose James forever to Hook. So she steps in and she's like, can I talk to you for a minute? Like privately. He sends everyone out. She calms him down and he admits to her that he cares about her, but they get freaky dicky. They get real freaky dicky. Once they are done, he realizes after they have sex that he loves Wendy.
Isn't this when he finishes inside of her for the first time?
I believe so.
No, because I think there's a moment before all this. He's like, oh, Peter's seen his daughter's belly swelling with my spawn. I think is like how he says it.
Oh, maybe it's the first time they have sex.
So yeah, I think yes, I think every time though he's finishing inside of her.
No, I
But
don't
one
think
time he's
is.
on her.
Yeah, because
he
I remember
finishes
reading
on
it
her.
going, oh, God.
Yeah.
It's like all over her face.
Yeah. Now after sex, he basically realizes he loves Wendy and he decides he's not going to hold her prisoner anymore. She asks for her phone back. He's like, whatever you want. He gives her the keys to his car, but asks that she continue to wear that diamond choker while she is out.
I knew something was up with that fucking necklace.
Yeah, I mean, they commented about it multiple times.
Yeah.
And she never takes it off.
Then we jump into chapters 40 through the epilogue, which everyone should read the epilogue to a book. Just saying.
If you want.
It is part of the fucking story.
No, it's not. It is called the epilogue, which is after the story.
So part of my story doesn't end when I'm 29.
What?
Right.
Your story it doesn't just
She's
end.
20, by the way.
Yeah,
She's doing all this banging out at 20 years old.
Oh yeah, no,
him,
21.
No,
she has
she's
her 21st.
20.
Oh,
has
she
her
did have
21st
her birthday.
Oh,
With the
okay.
sad
In the book.
cupcake.
And then he kidnaps her.
Yes. What a
But
life.
when he meets her, she's 20 because she can't get into the club.
Yes.
Right.
But epilogue is literally after the story.
It's part of the story later on in life. Anyways, let's get there. Chapter 40. James is starting to hunt down people with croc tattoos.
Which, by the way, after Starkey kills Tommy, even before that, he asks, he's asking Starkey, who did Rue to go to this meeting with?
And he says no one.
He says no one.
He went alone.
Rue didn't even tell anyone about this meeting. I was instant suspect. And then he shoots Tommy right as he's about to tell the name.
Right.
I was like, Starkey.
Because he interrogates him too, Starkey.
Yes.
And he comes to the conclusion, okay, he just got nervous and pulled the trigger and tells him if he does it again, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, because morale is down, so we need to keep it up. I'm not going to kill Starkey. No, you should have known better.
So he's torturing 3 different men and he does the buckets. So he puts rats
with
on
the
their
rats.
stomachs.
Oh, yes.
Puts the bucket over the rats and then heats the top of the bucket. So
Which
the
is
rats.
so Fast and Furious.
Cool.
but
No,
he's
that's
heating
what they
it
do in Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
I feel like it's also just like a common torturing, right?
because the rats go everywhere. They are going to go where they
they'll
can
burrow
to survive.
into your skin and eat through you.
That's what he starts doing. The remaining men say that Moira is the woman who's been recruiting for Croc. Son of a bitch. I thought it was going to be Tina. I thought this shit
I
was going to
thought
be
for
Tina
sure.
the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
So then
Moira was a surprise because I was, wait, what? She's obsessed with him.
Yes. Keep your enemies
the
close,
dick.
man.
I guess
And
so.
the dick closer. Then he jumps to another chapter, and Wendy calls John and finds that James has been checking in on him daily. Aww.
I loved that.
He has a heart, you guys.
He does.
Millennial
It's tiny. It's got a Grinch heart. Peter wants both Wendy and John to meet him at the mansion. So at the mansion, there's new security guards. They don't recognize her, and then fucking Tina's there.
And they like
Yes.
whisper. I felt like the reason why there was an important part about them, like the 2 security guards whispering and like saying something into is because they were wanting to make sure that Hook was not there. Right. And I feel like they had to
I thought-
communicate that with someone.
I thought maybe
the girl's
they were
here by
telling
herself.
maybe they were telling Tina that she's here so that way she can pop out.
Yeah. Here and by herself.
Got it. So then Tina shows up. She's clearly high and she's jealous of Wendy and starts to threaten her. And Tina knocks Wendy out with a vase.
Traitor.
Bitch.
Well, she does make a comment. Your dad told me I can't hurt you.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Everyone tells me I can't hurt you.
Oh, yes.
And then she knocks her over the head with the vase.
Yes.
How cold.
Doesn't she say, like, I had to try some of your dad's product or something?
She does.
Yes.
And that's why she said
She needed to try some pixie dust. And it is good. It's good. Yeah.
James waits for Moira at the lagoon and he tackles her. He's demanding information. She works for Croc, not Peter, and Croc has Wendy. Using the GPS tracker in the choker, he finds Wendy in Cannibal Cove.
Yep.
So Shmee steps out, reveals he's the one that orchestrated Wendy's kidnapping by Tina. He reveals that he is Croc and he's James's cousin. Former Croc was his Daddy.
Big reveal because I did not expect that.
No.
I
And
didn't
in
either.
fact, I was like, Smee, which there's actually a part earlier in the book when Wendy is asking Smee about his family. I know that Hook
Yes.
doesn't want to have this conversation, or James, but I want to know a little bit about you. You've been here around for years. I just want to know. And he says, my mom is probably around here somewhere, but she's using heavily. And my dad died shortly after I met him. But I think he was a pretty good man. That felt like nothing until this
Nothing.
moment.
Yes. When I read it, I was not the person I expected
Yeah.
to be the twist.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, no, Smee.
Shmi explains that he was there when James killed his uncle because James didn't know he had cousins. He was just alone with Croc. But I guess Shmi had come back. Shmi stabs James in the side and tells him he's going to kill Wendy. Peter steps in, Wendy's there, and kills Shmi.
Well, before that, though, Starkey comes and grabs Wendy.
Right, he's holding Wendy
Because,
for Shmi.
yes. So at that moment, Hook realizes I
His
should have
peeps.
killed Starkey.
Yeah. But after he threatens Wendy and he shanks James, Peter steps in and kills Shmi and tells James that he has a brother.
Another plot twist I did not expect.
I didn't
This
either.
one I expected.
I knew something was up with John, but I didn't think he was James's brother.
Yeah.
Well, I made some comments throughout. I didn't know for sure. I figured that James's dad and Wendy's mom, something was going on. And when I realized that John wasn't potentially Peter's, this one I did expect. Smee, I had no idea. This one I did expect.
Peter tells them that Wendy's mom had an affair with James's dad, and John was born. Wendy realizes that Peter likely murdered her mother. She's, oh shit, you killed everyone, you rat bastard. Peter puts a gun to James's head. Tina is restraining Wendy. And finally, Wendy starts to fight back. She kicks free. She grabs the gun that was on the ground from Starkey and shoots Tina in the head.
Oh, damn. Wendy killed Tink. Do we clap now? I believe. That's a Peter Pan reference.
didn't get it.
Obviously.
Clearly,
So
we're
mad
at the end. After she shoots Tina in the head, she turns the gun on Peter and kills him. And then she's sobbing because she just murdered her father. And James
Well,
is
because
there
she's trying to
comforting
get
her.
him to don't kill James because he's going to kill James. And so then she's like, don't kill him. I love him. Right. Oh, when he's about to kill Hook and he's like, it's okay. Put the gun down. Like, it's okay, Wendy. You don't have to kill your dad for me. It's all right. I just want you to know. And she's like, don't say it. And he
Yes.
tells her he loves her.
For the first time, because he can't say it any other time. She tells him,
Yes.
I think earlier in the book, like, I think I
yeah,
love you.
and he can't
doesn't
say it back because he just has a hard time with words.
Yes.
So in this moment, he says it, and oh my gosh! So then she's pleased at it. It doesn't have to be this way. She tries to put the gun down, and then eventually she does.
Bang,
kill
bang.
Peter. Yeah, bam, bam.
They hold a funeral for Peter, and they put an official story out to the news because he was a well-known guy, that he was killed by Sammy and Denise, a.k.a. Shmi.
Me.
James is healing from his shank wound, but he and Wendy are together and happy. And John comes to live with them on the Tiger Lily. They're building their own family.
Which I think is weird.
Why?
They're literally all half siblings, except for what's-her-face and James.
Exactly. They're not.
They're not related at all,
I
and
know,
they didn't even
but
grow up together.
still weird.
Nothing.
No.
Now your families are connected.
If and when they get married, they're now brothers anyway.
They did get married.
Exactly. That's why I said if and when. Let me get to the important epilogue.
All right, get to the epilogue.
And then you will see.
The part that I did read.
I'm glad you read it. The
Glad you
epilogue.
read the story.
full story. James and Wendy have been together now for 2 years, so this jumps 2 years ahead. Wendy is pregnant with their second child.
Mm-hmm.
Their first child was named Rue, which I thought was super cute.
Yeah.
They're on Tiger Lily in the open sea, and John is about to start college. James also bought the vanilla bean, which I thought was cute, so Wendy could work there because she didn't like just being at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing when
And
with
she enjoyed
Peter.
it, and they wouldn't hire her back
Because
so he was like,
too many no-call, no-shows.
yeah. HR, how do you feel about that?
I would have fired her too.
Wendy works there, and Angie still does. Maria is no longer jealous of Wendy, as she shouldn't be.
She should have
because
never been.
She is on the verge of getting murked at this point. But like, do you know who my husband is? Death to you.
But she starts dating Curly, right?
She does. That's
Yeah.
the last of my notes. So Maria and Curly are fornicating and dating. And that's what it ends on a very cutesy note.
Yes.
It does. Everybody's
Can you
happily
please
ever after.
read the last line in the book? Because
Yeah.
it's my favorite.
Oh.
I just love it so much.
Okay. I look back out to the water, closing my eyes, looking toward the future where adventure awaits. Where adventure awaits. Roxy. Feeling grateful for how far we've come, and to think it all started with a little bit of faith, misplaced trust, missing pixie dust, and a villain who just needed to steal a little
So
love.
she's talking about the end of the book, not the epilogue.
No, the end of
Weird.
chapter.
Weird.
No, that
Yes.
is the end of the
Of the-
epilogue, and then there's the
it's
extended
not.
epilogue. That is the end of the epilogue.
There's an extended epilogue?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that? It's like 10 years later.
What?
Wow, that sucks. Yeah, the extended epilogue talks about
And what is
When
it?
they're
What
old.
happens?
when
They're
later.
old? No, I did not
they
get
have,
this.
They have like a penthouse apartment now.
What?
And- wait, you read it.
I did read it because I read the full book.
I read it too, clearly. But
I
no,
don't remember a
they
condo.
they have a penthouse.
You're right. I didn't put this in the notes. I forgot about this.
and
I don't have that in my book.
What?
No, the last. Wait,
epilogue.
listen. This is the last chapter.
And before Little Rue came along,
Yeah.
she spent her days brewing coffee and bonding with her best friends, Angie and
That's
Maria
yeah.
What? That's not.
McIntire.
That's not
And
the
to
last.
think, it all started with a little bit of faith, misplaced trust, missing pixie dust, and a villain who just needed to steal a little love.
That's the end of the epilogue. So then you're missing the extended epilogue.
I didn't get.
Yes, it talks about them later on in life and
What?
their penthouse apartment.
So for the
and-
record, that was the end of the epilogue.
so now
Yes,
there's
that
an-
was the end of the epilogue, which was the end of the audiobook that you read.
So
But there
then you
is an
don't need the extended epilogue, clearly.
So I will give you my hard copy.
Oh, I'm really
And you can read the
sad. Yeah, I'm
extended
reading
epilogue.
it.
Yeah, the extended epilogue is only a few pages.
Okay, the only other thing I wanted to talk about really quick before we give our votes is I was thinking when I made that connection between, okay, this is obviously like Peter. I made the connection that Wendy's mom and Hook's dad potentially had an affair and then had John. I made this connection and I thought, I was thinking about it. I really like Hook, even though he's definitely a good guy, right? There are things about him that I can understand why we look past some of his flaws, which I actually made a note something about. Well, I guess we all we look past our significant other's flaws. My husband doesn't do the dishes every night like I'd like him to do.
How dare he?
I know, but Wendy just looks past the fact that her man is a murderer, and we all look past things.
It's quite the flaw to look
Yeah.
past.
But I think James and Peter are very similar. They're drug dealers. They're got lots of money. They're powerful. They aren't afraid to kill people. In fact, they do it for most of
But
a
his
living.
difference is that he's valuing his family, where Peter is not anymore.
Yes. However, knowing what we know about Hook, if Wendy in the future cheated on him and had an illegitimate child, how do you think Hook would act? I'm pretty sure he'd kill that bitch.
Wait, if Wendy had cheated
If
on
Wendy
James?
cheated on Hook, James, and had an illegitimate child
Oh, yeah, James would have killed her,
and the man.
which is what Peter did. He killed his wife.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, okay, I don't think that like a lot of the things that are going through, I don't think that they're right. I am totally against
Murder.
the way. Well, yeah, but I mean, like with the way that Peter acted, he was definitely a dick to
Yeah.
John, and killing the mom and killing the family is wrong. But I also think that's exactly how Hook would act if he found out that Wendy was cheating on him
And had a kid outside
and
of their
had a
marriage.
kid outside of
Which
their marriage.
is a whole nother conversation, but they say that you marry your dad.
Yeah, I think she did.
She totally did in this situation.
And I think I would be pro Hook killing whoever she was sleeping with. And like, I feel like, not pro, but like I can understand. I'm not like,
Murk that bitch.
But like, but I could
Murder.
understand. Like, I can almost understand it more when I thought about it like that. Like, oh, actually, I understand his reaction because I think Hook would do the same thing.
True.
Right.
Anyways.
All right, to our ratings.
Book review. One shot
I'm
is
ready.
I'm
I'm
not
ready.
coming back for more. 2 shots is it's good enough for another, but not worth the hangover. And 3 shots is it got me up. It's my favorite thing that we only bleep that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my rating is 3 shots. It got me effed up. And I went back for 2 more books and would totally read more books in this series.
I also give it 3 shots.
What?
I thought it was good.
I
Not
really wasn't
because it had
sure.
any Peter Pan reference.
I
Clearly,
thought
clearly it
sure.
has none.
Just the story itself was good. I didn't need to know that it had a hook, like a Peter Pan reference to
I'm
like
really
it.
intrigued with that because I was like, that was part of the thing that I really liked about the book.
I
So
didn't
it's
know if you
really
were gonna-
interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know. If
I
you were
wasn't
gonna
sure
like
how
it.
you were going to feel at the end of it. Nice.
Yeah.
It is a good book, even if
is.
you don't know Peter Pan or realize it's anything about Peter Pan.
Because it's
Even though all of the
nothing-
multitude of references to
it
Peter
has
Pan.
nothing to do with Peter Pan, but
It
all
doesn't.
it has is names. That's
Right.
it. That's the only Peter Pan
It's
reference.
a tip of the hat, sir, to Peter Pan.
That is it. So if you don't know Peter Pan, you don't need to know
You
it.
don't
to
need to
read
know
the
it
book
to
because it
enjoy it.
literally
Living proof.
has nothing
Yeah.
to do with it. It was a good book without Peter Pan, just so you guys know. And I'm looking at you all in the eyes to tell you about it.
I gave it 3 shots.
Shocker.
I really enjoyed all of the Peter Pan references.
Yeah.
And the
didn't.
dirty sex. It was
Yeah.
great.
It was an easier, but I mean, again, it was a dark romance, but from what we've been reading the last few
Yeah.
of them, it felt a little bit lighter, even though
This
again,
was
there's
a
murder
fun
and all the
read.
things. It
Yeah.
was
It
a
was, yeah.
fun read. It was fun.
Yes.
It was a good one. I
It was
enjoyed
different,
it a lot.
yeah. It wasn't because of the sex and the little quips in between. It was like you said, a lighter read. It wasn't as
Yeah.
dark as the other murder that we've been dwelling
Yeah.
in. So it was a nice little break.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I
little bit
enjoyed
of
it.
sex in between to
Of course.
break
I
up the
extra
murder.
enjoyed that.
Yeah. It was great.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks, you guys. Make sure you guys check out all the places where you can potentially follow us on social media and join the
Instagram,
conversation.
TikTok,
Instagram,
Facebook.
TikTok, Facebook group. We also
Goodreads.
have our website. You can send us an email, however you want to contribute to the conversation for our next podcast, talking about the prompts that we have out for this book. Do it. It's there for you. And we want to hear your thoughts. Rox really wants to know if you didn't know if it was a Peter Pan reference. So
Please make sure that I'm not the only one.
It's only written on the cover and on like the first 5 pages. But please let us know.
It's not. It's really not.
Let us
Let us
know.
yeah, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Peace.